Well, hey there, I'm RJ, a red Jeep with a front row seat to the world. Out here, every road's got a story. You just have to slow down long enough to see it. So buckle up. Let's see where this special Mother's Day one takes us. Some journeys begin with a road, others begin with a whistle. And on a sunny afternoon, our road from Nashville, Tennessee led us straight to the rails. One Mother's Day Sunday, Julia packed up the red Jeep, that's me, and headed south to Chattanooga. Not just for a trip, but for a Mother's Day adventure with her mom and two sisters, all mothers themselves. The Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum isn't just a museum, it's a living piece of American history. Instead of dusty exhibits behind glass, the engines breathe, the whistles echo, and the rails still sing. And today, we were stepping aboard their most popular ride, the Missionary Ridge Local, a 65-minute journey through railroad history. Steam curled into the sky. The locomotive stood waiting like a giant iron storyteller. Julia's mom smiled, her sisters laughed, and suddenly three mothers looked like kids again, because stepping onto a vintage train has a way of doing that. Julia remembers her very first train ride. She was just a first grader, a school field trip on the Orange Belt Railway in Florida. Back then, the trains felt enormous, and somehow they still do. With a whistle and a gentle pull, the train rolled forward. The Missionary Ridge Local winds through historic rail corridors, crossing bridges and passing through tunnels that once carried the lifeblood of Southern industry. The narration tells the story of the railroads that built Chattanooga. Steel wheels on steel rails, a sound that hasn't changed in more than a century. One of the most fascinating stops, a working railroad turntable. A massive rotating platform used to spin locomotives around. Watching that engine slowly pivot felt like turning a page in history. Then came something rare, a behind-the-scenes look inside the restoration shop, where volunteers and craftsmen bring old rail cars back to life. This isn't just preservation, it's resurrection. Julia has always loved trains. Maybe that started with her first childhood ride. Or maybe it came later, from evenings spent reading her favorite Agatha Christie mysteries, like Poirot's Little Gray Cells solving the mystery of the murder on the Orient Express, or the mystery of the Blue Train, and of course, Miss Marple solving crimes while riding the rails in 450 from Paddington. Because trains have always carried stories, some real, some mysterious. But today's story wasn't a mystery. It was a gift. A sunny afternoon, four mothers, each also a grandmother, and a train ride through history. Sometimes the best journeys don't take you far away. They simply remind you to slow down, to listen for the whistle. And as Georgia O'Keeffe once said, take time to look. From a red Jeep named RJ, somewhere in the Tennessee Valley, this is Red Jeep Diaries. And remember, wherever your road goes, take time to look.